What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Afterburner. He's Mikey. I'm Jordan from the In That Own podcast. We got Yasmin producing tonight. Couple technical difficulties getting things kicked off, but we're back. Fill the chats. Afterburner's a presentation of Bet365. Whatever your bet it is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Download the app today and get on the game. Use the code NATION. We're super chats, everybody. Proceeds from our super chat go to Youth Centers of Calgary. Youth Centers is a place where kids are welcomed and accepted as they are, a place where they get a break from the chronic stress that is the reality of many of their lives and can flourish through fun and connection. You know the drill. If you want to get your comment on the show tonight, throw a chat on there. It's for the kids. It's for the kids. All right, let's get into it. Flames coming to the game tonight, 5-12-2. Good for dead last. Good for dead last in the league. Let's get it started. Yasmin, can we take a look at the lineup?
Duh.
Get her going with the old lineup.
The old lineup, eh?
The old boggle board isn't really moving around too much.
The chat GPT like crystal ball that guides Ryan Huska's ridiculous combinations has kind of been like stuck. This is what I mean.
Random generator.
They probably only pay for they don't pay for Chat GPT Plus or whatever. They just use the free version. So it's like they haven't been able to generate any new lines the last few days. So
right, they gotta wait 24 hours.
Consistency.
Huska obviously going with the winning lineup from the Sharks 2-0, basically a 1-0 win the other night.
That winning lineup.
That 1-0 winning lineup. Good to see Curran's back in the lineup. Second game as a Flame. What were your thoughts on Curran's through 2 games?
I thought he looked good, making some plays. Looked, very comfortable. Looks like an NHL.
Just about had his first goal. He was close.
Just very close. Looks like he shouldn't be playing another game in the minors as far as I'm concerned.
Kuznetsov has also looked good, I thought.
He looks so good. I hope the Flames have given up their quest to acquire another depth defenseman this year.
You know that they'll never give up that quest. It's a never-ending quest.
There's 10 million of them in the organization. But yeah, he's been good. He's been incredibly solid. That's kind of the funny thing I always find with this hand wringing over we can't trade anybody. Why we can't do this because we can't throw in the towel. It's like usually the case is when you get some of these younger players into the lineup, you actually play better. I don't think anything's going to make the Flames play better this year, but that's usually the case. You kind of swap some of these guys who are kind of, been here forever with some of these skilled youngsters. Things kind of turn around.
Can you throw that up one more time? You still got it? One more notable piece. Wanted to mention that. Can we throw it up? Yeah. No. Yes, there he is. Sam Bennett on the 4th line, centering the 4th line.
Oh, yeah. Is that the Connor Zary?
The new Sam Bennett.
He's on track to he's on track to win the Conn Smythe for Tampa or Florida in 3 or 4 years, right?
That's if we've learned from anything from the past.
Probably win a gold medal for Team Canada in there, mix that in there. A couple Stanley Cups for Connor Zary. He's right, dude. He's right on the Hall of Fame career arc. He's right where if Connor Zary is being real with himself, I know he's frustrated, but if he just takes a step back and realizes, this is where all great superstars find themselves at the beginning, at the kind of 23, 24-year-old age, is toiling away on the Flames. That's where it all begins for a lot of these stars. So if you're Connor Zary, you should actually be pretty pleased because the future is probably going to be super bright.
He didn't get much ice time in the first 2 periods. Got a bit more in the third, then got an overtime shift, so that was nice to see. You had a post about Connor Zary earlier today, right? Something about Huska's killed his offense.
Yeah, I think he's done that with a lot of players. I mean,
you don't say.
You look at the guy you're paying $5 million who's sitting in the press box building Legos tonight. His offense has totally gone away. You can apply this to a lot of guys, but I think Zary and specifically, and I know he's had the injury bug or whatever, but, remember what kind of player this was in his first 20, 30 games with the club back in 23, 24. And he came up, even the first game he played, it was just whoa, he's dangling guys. He's all over the ice. He's creative. He's making plays. That's totally evaporated.
You saw
totally gone.
A bit of it in OT. But man, this guy needs more reps, needs more ice.
He needs some reps. He needs a defined role. He needs a spot in the lineup where he even commented on it today. Wes Gilbertson had an interview with him where he's like, man, it's sure frustrating being all over the place, playing with different line mates every night. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is, Connor. So they got to figure that shit out. I don't know what they're thinking.
This was a good goalie matchup. We got a clip here from before the game started. It's hilarious. Hellebuck versus Wolf tonight. And Wolf's picked up on some Hellebuck's pregame ritual here.
Without context, this is so fucked, dude.
This is going to make a great meme. I don't know what the context of the meme would be, but
these people walk them. These are not normal people.
Stay weird, goalies. Stay
Crazy.
weird. A little blip of the national anthem tonight. That was
dude. It's dude. This game was so boring. Like the two most exciting moments were like the national anthem screw up and when Michael Backlund absolutely decked his own teammate. Like that's when you know you're in for a rough night. When
they were debating whose pie face is for.
Yeah, they're debating pie face. Anything but the slop on the ice. Why did this game? This was like cruel and unusual punishment tonight. It seems we always get the shootout games that go to infinity. This one was especially drawn out. All I wanted was for this game to be over, and it wouldn't end. It was like a nightmare. So,
well, I'm glad you didn't take glee in watching Huberdeau and Anderson for the millionth time never score.
Oh my lord, dude! I should have been drinking tonight.
I got something for you. I didn't send this to you because I wanted to surprise you on Afterburner. Let's throw this pick up, Yasmin. Bobby Munich caught this, and did you see this?
Is this he wants to lick his neck or something?
Taze, my wife wants you to lick the sweat off. My wife wants to lick the sweat off your neck.
Bro is down bad. Holy shit, bro.
Right.
Bro.
These are the highlights of the game, everybody. We'll get to
I didn't like how many Winnipeg fans was in the dome. That's how you know shit is like in the tank.
Yep.
When the Jets fans are like, there's a large majority of Jets fans because it's like, dude, I don't know about you. Is this just a me thing? But the Jets, like, what are the who are the Jets? I don't know one player who plays on the Jets until I'm watching them. I'm like, is Paul Stastny still on the Jets? I know Kyle Connor. I know Mark Scheifele. I know Kyle Connor because he looks like he should be on like a milk carton or something as like, stay away. This man is not allowed in 30 feet of a playground with that mustache. And I know Hellebuck, and that's like it. Josh Morrissey. The Jets are just like NPC team. They're like an NHL video game from like the early 2000s where all the players like look the same and you can't differentiate. Even their coaches. They're just a bunch of NPCs. I could never watch Winnipeg another day in my life and be very happy.
Very boring to watch. All right, first period. Not too much happening in the first and third periods, but we'll get
not too much happening is a freaking understatement. What do we have? Did anything happen?
The fourth line had the first best shift of the game. Were they the best line?
Oh yeah, they were actually really good.
Easily tonight.
Thought Klapka had a really good game.
Flames going early power play before the game. Derek Wills mentions that the power play on home ice this season is 3.2%. Good for the worst in NHL history.
Okay, so they've scored. So I didn't fact check that on Wills. I think that's obviously right. He would have done.
They have one goal.
I heard it driving home. They have one goal. Now they have two because Coronado's was on the power play with the empty net. 2 power play goals on home ice this year. 3 to 4% they're operating on the power play at home. Holy shit, dude. That's like your 13th reason. Like seriously, when you're watching these games and it's awful hockey, like tonight kind of looked like a beer league game. And, we're all good for the tank, like Mission McKenna. We're all behind that. Brick by brick, we're building this beautiful tank. But man, when you're watching some of these games, it's just like, holy shit. And not any more pronounced than when it's on the power play and you're just like, holy crap, dude. It's just like torture.
Sure enough, the Jets get the best chance on the power play on a breakaway.
Of course.
Wolf shuts the door, though. Yasmin, do you have that Forever Red tweet? It was breaking down the PP stat a little deeper. He was doing some going the distance with some mathematics here. Let's throw this up here. 3.2%, 1 for 30-ish. Means 1 goal in 60 minutes of power play time.
That's
NHL
crazy.
teams average close to 3 goals per game per 60 minutes. The Flames are less likely to score with 60 minutes of power play time than a full NHL game.
That is some.
When you look at it through that lens, it's just horrendous.
Dude,
it's
the math always is horrendous. This is the lowest scoring Flames team so far in franchise history. Goals for per game in franchise history. And like, think of the teams we've had to watch. Think what you've been through if you've been a Flames fan for most of our lives. Anything before like what 2004 was like some bad teams. Think about those teams in like 2010, 11, 12, 13 before Johnny Gaudreau arrived on the scene. Think about how bad that hockey was when it was like, holy smokes. You think about some of the teams in the Young Guns era. This is the most offensively anemic Calgary Flames team in like 50 years. That's crazy. This is what I mean. This is what we're being subjected to. And I mean, it's all for the tank, but I mean, man, it's hard. It's cruel and unusual punishment.
Love that
on a lot of nights.
Edwards just loves that core, though.
Love that core.
We don't have a highlight of the Wolf stopping on the breakaway, but we do have this Wolf highlight. We'll throw this on there.
Which highlight is that? I don't even know
what it makes a good stop in tight.
Hey, Wolf was good tonight, as usual.
As usual, yeah.
You know, he's only on pace to play, 100 games? He's only
I think somebody posted legitimately it was like 70 or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's on pace to play 70. I like how Huska's totally gone 180 from last year, where super hesitant to play him. You know, it's halfway through the year. Wolf's numbers are unreal. Vladar's numbers are not very good. And he's like, I'm just waiting for a guy to separate before I pick a clear-cut number one. And now he's like pressing the Wolf button every day. He's like, hey, we don't have a chance if this guy's not in the net. So I guess they're just going to wear the living shit out of him until he like breaks in half. So interested to see how that plays out.
Wolf also had a good stop on Cal Connor. We don't have that clip, but we do have Frost on the breakaway. Makes a good move. Can't bury it. Taking the shot.
Put the puck in the net.
They showed that same clip we just watched from behind the net, and all he had to do was elevate it. That's it. He had Hellebuck down and out. Just got to raise the puck in tight, boys.
It's hard to do, man. It's hard to do.
So 0-0 after one. Bit of a snooze fest. We're quite used to that by now. But Flames were out shooting the Jets 12-8 after the first period.
Yeah, sounds about right. High danger scoring chances, 12-8 shots. So high danger scoring chances were probably like 0-1-0 Winnipeg, if I'm just guessing. It's usually how it goes, right?
The breakaway probably was high danger scoring chance. So 1-1.
So 1-1. Yeah, that's right.
All right. The Derek Newman Group with CIR Realty. Buying or selling. Let Derek do the work for you. Email at dnewman@cirrealty.ca or call 403-619-6666 or visit dereknewmangroup.com. Trusted experience. Many clients come back to work with Derek again and again and refer their family and friends, a reflection of the trust and confidence he's earned. If you're interested in buying or selling your home in the greater Calgary area, call Derek at 403-619-6661 and he'll make it easy for you. Let Derek put his network to work for you. On to the second period we go. Obviously, the most entertaining period of the hockey game. Lots of goals in this one. Cotter had a good little chance on his first shift. And then let's throw this highlight up. Sweet dish from Zari to Klapka. Unbelievable chance all alone in front. Off the crossbar.
Off the old. Yeah, and
Hellebuck that?
He got a piece, I think. Kind of just trickled off the post. This is what I mean with Zari.
That was the shift that Huska started playing that line a little bit more after that shift.
Yeah, cranked it up a little bit. And this is what I mean. This is what I don't understand with like the usage of Zari. And I know this is pissing a lot of people off because, you know, you don't have to do this to yourself. You know, you can have a fourth line that plays 12 minutes a night and is actually like, you don't have to play Lomberg every. Does Huska know this? He doesn't have to. I know Lomberg's a good guy. We all like him. He brings value to the team, mostly in the locker room. You don't have to play him every night. You can have a functional fourth line, Ryan. Or, you know, you could like ease Backlund's ice time to like just a little bit and like give Zary a little bit of ice time. Like Klapka's a skilled guy. You can't have a fourth line of like, if everybody's healthy, Karen's with Zeri and Klapka. You know, you can't have a functional fourth line. I think that's what pisses most people off, is that you're doing this to yourself. Like, this whole thing about like, well, we can't have some guys in the lineup because if they don't play top 6, top 9 minutes, then they can't be. It's like you are imposing that rule on yourself for no reason.
Was it Bill Peters that was good at that, rolling 4 lines?
Well, yeah, Bill Peters had the 2018, 2019 fourth line that was fucking awesome, which was Derek Ryan between Hathaway and Mangiapane. That line was great. Not only was it great, it became an advantage. And it's like,
it was a scoring line. It became a scoring line.
They scored. I remember it was like, we kind of threw around the term as like functional grit, right? It's like they could play hard minutes, they could take hard matchups. And I mean, Derek Ryan's a really good player, and Mangiapane was a really good two-way player until he went to Edmonton. So you do have to have a certain kind of personnel to be able to accomplish that. But with the amount of bodies here, I think we could configure something other than a fourth line that's just used as a demotion tool to go out and play 8 minutes a night with Ryan Lomberg. So I wish they would just, I don't get it. I don't know why they don't ever try that out. Doesn't make sense to me.
Fresh off of his Ayurvedic detox, Jonathan Toews was absolutely robbed by Dustin Wolf on the side of the net. Not enough turmeric in the diet tonight.
Not enough black pepper there, bud.
Right there.
What a save, though. Yeah. Man, he's so good at that, eh?
Love it.
Just so composed.
Yeah, I've seen multiple people, this is outside of the organization, say that Dustin Wolf's the best goalie in the league going side to side currently.
Yeah, dude, if you listen to Kevin Woodley in Goal Magazine, he'll tell you, like, there's probably nobody else who can do what Wolf does, like, on his skates once he's down, like, the way he can put, like, it's just crazy. He's so good. And he doesn't, like, flail around. Like, remember when Markstrom used to do that? I mean, Markstrom's, like, 6
How about
foot
Smith?
10 or
Remember
whatever.
Smith?
Oh, just, like, flailing around all the time. Like, he's very composed and controlled, which, you know, it's nice to watch. It's weird because you don't really usually – we talked about this a lot last year. Watching a goaltender and watching his form is not really something you'd watch as a fan, but he's just a fucking delight to watch.
Well, especially when you're actually at the Dome.
Oh, yeah.
See him like in person. Yeah.
When you're at the Dome and it's like 0-0 versus Winnipeg.
Like, what do I watch? Oh, let's watch Dustin Wolf all night.
Yeah, ISO Cam Wolf all night. That's pretty much all you can do at this point.
Okay, let's get to the highlight of the game, the crunch of the game, the old Dutch crunch of the game. Do they still do those crunches of the game?
Crunch of the game? Is this how many times has Backlund been on the crunch of the game in his 20-year career here?
This might be the first time. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest hit he's ever thrown.
That was a lot. That was a crunch too. You could hear it on the broadcast.
Dude, he freaking just buried.
Those of us that grew up watching Don Cherry in the basement taking shots. No, Don Cherry always said this: when your own team, you have your own team crunches your own guy like that, there's always an injury. It's always. I guess the reason is because one guy's just not prepared. He's not expecting it. He's not preparing himself for the hit and just gets fucking nailed.
Boy, did he ever. Backlund prepared, though. Backlund just
fucking hammered him.
Finished his hit, man. Finished his check. It just instant kicks in, and he just pounded him. So hopefully he's all right. Jeez.
We got a clip of Cairns almost getting his first goal here.
Yeah, this is too bad.
Just sitting right there. Juicy
I feel like we were afforded a couple bounces. This year, we're afforded a couple bounces in service of the tank. So
we got to bounce on this next highlight. Jake Bean gets one.
Who scored the goals tonight? The first two, Bean and
Ball.
Bean and Ball, eh? The old 1-2 combo. Yeah, that's
the Jets score 33 seconds later. Let's throw that up.
Do we have to?
That sequence basically sums up Flames hockey. You rock your own guy. The Jets come down and score on the exact same play. Then you get a glorious chance that empty net goal. Cairns can't finish, can't capitalize. Jake Bean scores off a lucky bounce. Jake Bean immediately scored, followed by a Jets goal. That's Flames hockey, baby.
Flames hockey, man. It was rough. Puck was bouncing everywhere. I don't know what was going on with Uyghur tonight. He couldn't seem to handle it. It was all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to the ball goal. At first, I thought Frost tipped this in. I thought it was a beauty tip, but I guess it went off another skate.
The old ball blast. Hey, dude, remember all the people in the summer who were like shitting on the ball extension who don't know puck?
That was a great extension.
Kevin Ball's great. He's a fucking baller, dude.
one of the few
Dude,
league scouting.
Yeah, probably the only one from the pro scouting department that's hit. What was with all the slap shots tonight? I felt that it literally was like watching a beer league game where everybody's just taking clappers. Like, you don't really see slap shots that much in the NHL unless you're watching the game tonight. It was just clapper after clapper after clapper. It was insane.
So after 2, it's tied 2-2. Any stats there after 2? Probably not even keeping track of stats these days, eh?
Bro, here's the only stat I'm keeping track of. 32nd overall lockdown. Yes, that's my
You playing
stat.
that little lottery simulator every day or what?
Every single day. It's like I stare at I was looking at it, but I mean, we'll talk about the standings later, but it's just like, it's kind of mesmerizing to see like 32 with a bullet. So
they got quite a nice some nice padding there on that lead.
Pretty beautiful. I don't know.
Right.
After Flames had 5 high danger chances in the second, Winnipeg had 4, so pretty even.
The Unicorn and the Unicorn on 4th, 2 locations. The Unicorn 223 8th Avenue Southwest, Calgary Super Pub, 3 floors, 3 bars, 1 destination. The Sports Cantina, all things sports, hockey, football, soccer, UFC, plus games like the Golden Tee, Buck Hunter, pinball, darts, and more. Game day, $7 pints of Molson Canadian, all Jays playoff games with a sound. That'll be next year. I should delete that off my list. Located in the heart of Stephen Avenue, the Unicorn on 4th is 1919 4th Street Southwest. Second location on the corner of 20th Avenue, 4th Street. Daily specials, happy hour, and a brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Check out the Unicorn. All right, third period, Sam Bennett takes a bad penalty because he's trying to do too much. The Jets score, and that was the only eventful play until the Flames tied up. Let's take a look at this Jets goal.
Man, it must be nice. I know we scored on the power play, but it was pretty much just garbage goal.
Is this the first time that Kyle Connor hasn't scored on us, like ever?
I thought he was going to score in overtime.
He's usually
the Flames killer.
I topped up my account like 10 minutes in the game. I'm like, oh shit, I better get Kyle Connor anytime goal scorer against us. But
he's got to shave that mustache though. He's going to be mistakenly arrested if he's walking anywhere near a playground zone. Like, what is a lot of these guys do, man? A lot of these guys got to ditch the.
How about Huberto there?
Huberto's is just annoying. But I think Frost Uyghurs looks like a cop kind of, but man, I don't know. This mustache thing.
Remember Gabranson's mustache? That thing was badass.
Oh yeah, Gabranson's was great. Didn't Lucic have the ridiculous handlebars at one point? Yeah, it was bad. But dude, watching that power play, I'm just like, man, could we make a bang bang play ever? Can we make a cross ice one-timer play ever? Well, that'd sure be nice.
Flames get one more power play to close out the game. And they didn't pull the goalie right off the hop. I know you were texting about that.
Didn't pull the goalie. I'm not sure why. It didn't come back to bite them, but I really didn't understand that at all. You got full possession. You're trying to get a goal. You don't pull the goalie. I don't get it. Not sure why. Just wait till you have a face-off. They get possession. They almost scored on the ensuing face-off play. So,
yeah, the first thing you text me was, okay, you're going to have the goalie out on a face-off when you might lose possession off the draw.
ChatGPT said you got to wait for the face-off. So,
all right, Coronado ties it up. Let's take a look
to see him shaping back into form. He's been really good. Probably the best player on the team last few games. He had 4 shots again tonight. 4 scoring chances, 6 shot attempts, 3 high danger chances. So he was freaking all over it tonight.
Yep. Yeah, I would agree. The last 4 games, he's been your most consistent.
Yeah, he's been great.
It's all that press box time, I guess. Eh?
It's that game he was scratched. Huska really knows what he's doing there.
He really knows what he's doing.
He learned a lot. I like how he's not first over the boards in overtime either.
Of course not.
It's got to be. You got to go with Farabee.
It's funny because I'm 100% team tank like you, actively hoping they lose these games. Otherwise, I don't know if the management will do anything unless we keep piling on losses. So I'm not really fired up like I usually am until fucking overtime kicks in and I see all the stupid ass decisions from our head coach, and then the stupid ass decisions in
one
the shootout.
Stupid decision after another. It's like, are you serious? You put Kadri and Farabee out there, and it's like instant giveaway. Great. And this, you know what? This pisses me. This is something that bothers me. just as a gen, not just specific to this game, but kind of all this keeping some of these veterans around, this whole retool. We're going to be good. We don't have to bottom out is predicated on the notion of we want the younger players on the team to be like in competitive games and playing in big moments and in the fabric of these games that are close because we're not getting blown out every night. But then when there's opportunities to put them in the high pressure situations that you claim you want them to be in, we're going to put Kadri and Huberdeau out all the time. Like first over the boards in overtime should be Zeri Coronado. That just should be standard for those guys, not Kadri and Farabee and then Huberdeau and whoever. It should be Zeri Coronado every single time.
Yeah, we've said this before last year quite a bit. Kadri's a bit of a double-edged sword in overtime because he does not like to pass the puck very much. And if it's man-on-man coverage, if he shoots the puck wide, which I think he did tonight, you know what's happening. It's coming back the other way. Let's get to overtime in a sec. First, we're going to get to this Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. It's back at the Fairmount Jasper Park Lodge, January 23rd to the 25th, 2026. We're talking 3 days of pure hockey paradise on the beautiful Lake Mildred, surrounded by your best crew and the Rockies. It's 4-on-4 pond hockey in the heart of Jasper with teams of 4 to 8 players battling it out for the coveted Jasper Cup. And if you make it to the finals, you'll be skating away with some exclusive prizes to prove it. But it's just not about the hockey. This weekend's packed with live watch parties, off-ice events, and activities for all ages, prizes, and hangs with the Nation Network crew, plus appearances from pro hockey alumni. So grab your buddies, lace them up, and get ready for an unforgettable weekend in Jasper. Spots fill up fast, so head to nationgear.ca and register your team today. The Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. Skate hard, laugh harder, and make memories that last all winter. All right, overtime it is. Once again, Huska proves why he's not the guy. Just not the guy.
Not that guy, Ryan.
ChatGPT can't get this guy out of this.
Maybe that's what he's got on his little notebook that he's always like. It's just like it's a tablet that's like just like he's.
It's a live feed from ChatGPT how to coach this team.
What lines do I put out? What shootout do I? Oh, Anderson again.
Other than the power play last year, this is probably our biggest gripe was the OT selections, the shootout selections, just failure after failure after failure. He even mentioned it in postseason interviews that they have to change things up on the power play. If they had more power play wins last season, they would have made the playoffs.
Well, dude, that's what's crazy is that you look at how good they've been defensively 5-on-5. And I don't know if it's good as more so as they just play that way to like, I thought Winnipeg looked like shit tonight, mostly because the Flames kind of dragged them into a slog fest. But
last game on a 5-game road trip too, right?
Yeah. The defensive metrics are probably inflated by the way the Flames play the game. They're just going to play low event hockey all night. But 5-on-5, they keep these games close. They have enough decent NHL players that, that you think they wouldn't be dead last in the league with an absolute bullet. But it's just like if their power play wasn't the fucking worst in history. Like it's just insane how they don't
3.8%. Have you ever even heard of
3.8 at home?
Ridiculously low.
It's insane. So like you make a few personnel changes again. Like I know Sharon Govich has been asked this year, but like, come on, he can't help your power play. You can't do something. You can't watch what other teams do. And I know it is kind of a personnel.
You couldn't utilize Zane Barek when you had him.
I couldn't use him. He's not ready for the big leagues. He's not a big boy yet, Bucko.
He's got to sit and watch that PP1 if he wants to learn how to run that.
He's got to study how to not make cross ice passes and move his feet. But it's just brutal. So I don't know why they can't figure that out. But like you said, same thing in OT, right? We saw this a lot last year. How many games did you lose in OT because of these boneheaded, weird ass, Connor Zeri, game 1, unbelievable goal against Vancouver to win the game. Never saw him in overtime again. Like once. Matt Coronado, 7 seconds in versus Montreal, scores, doesn't start overtime ever again.
I don't think he started one overtime since then.
No, I don't think he has. This was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what is this?
First overtime line was Kadri, Farabee, Anderson. Like you mentioned, as soon as Farabee brings it up, he doesn't know what they do. Fucking turns that over. And then it's Huberdeau, Weegar, and Frost. And you're just like, where's Coronado? He's the best goal scorer we got. Most clutch goals, maybe him and Kadri is clutch too, but
clutch.
Coronado and Kadri maybe start overtime. finally you see Coronado. You finally see Zari. Zari had some good plays, I thought, in OT. He was shifting around, doing his thing. Then Mark frickin' Scheifele gets a frickin' penalty, eh?
Hey, are you frickin' kidding me? You're frickin' brutal. That was hilarious.
You could actually hear him. You could hear him yelling frickin' this, frickin' that. It was great.
I think he said something like, "You're a frickin' arrogant prick" or something. I don't know if he was talking to Uyghur or the ref, but
and for those that don't know, if there are any, Mark Scheifele does not swear, right? He's Mormon or something. What is he? Is he Christian boy or what? What's his deal?
I'm not really sure what the deal is. He just doesn't swear. I mean, like you gotta you gotta admire him sticking to it after all this time, because it's like I always say that I have a foul mouth. We go on our show and I'm just like, I'll listen back to it. My mom will be like, "Listen to your show today. It was good." And then I'm listening back to it. I'm like, oh, I need to clean up my language. I'm such a horrible person. But
then you watch the Face Off.
Exactly. And then it's
season 2 and it's everybody's fucking swearing.
Everybody's swearing. I try to stop, but it's like literally the smallest thing. I'm just like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop swearing. I'm going to, and then it's like the smallest thing. And I'm just like the worst curse words that could ever come out of somebody's mouth about 2 seconds later. So you have to respect the dedication by Mark Scheifele here. Holy frick.
And it was Pahal last year, right? That was trolling
you
him
freaking dummy. You freaking dummy. You almost freaking killed me.
All right, so obviously the Jets kill it off. Maybe that was a strategy. Let's just take a penalty.
The Flames should have declined. They should have declined that power play. Could we just play 3-on-3? We have a way better chance than any power play. And again, that power play was absolutely brutal. So bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. All right, let's go to the shootout. We actually got the Flames 3 attempts.
Oh, great. I can't. Oh, this is going to be. Oh, this was awesome.
Dude, Frost had a beat.
Top of the net. I don't know what's going on there, but you got to bury that.
That was obviously the best chance. Connor comes down. Wolf gets a piece, goes off the crossbar. And then,
do we have to see Huberto?
Yeah, we have to.
I like how it's just Huberto now. It's just like we're just like.
Look at this move. Look at this move.
Just getting his cardio in tonight,
just getting in that what is he making?
$190K tonight for that.
$190K. There you go. He got paid what? $25,000. He got paid $25,000 for that shootout attempt.
Yeah, totally worth it. It's just like he's like the special needs kids in school. We're just like, oh, Hubie's got a chance. Oh, here he goes. Oh, he missed. Oh well.
You'll get him next time.
Get him next time, Jonathan.
Wolf makes a save on Taze, and then again. What is with the obsession with Anderson in the shootout? Did he score one time or something?
He scored once like 3 years ago in Florida.
And this is what I mean. I wasn't even fired up. I don't even care about the losses. I want the losses. Yet I can't stand this shit. I can't get curling broom just to get the puck to the net. Unbelievable, dude.
That's the worst.
And this is the coach. This is the coach that keeps on going back to these boneheads time and time again. We got to watch this shit.
Bro, and that's what that's proof that ChatGPT is at work, because you know how ChatGPT just kind of like compiles shit and like kind of spits out like kind of weird answers sometimes. It's like he just puts that in and it's like it scrapes the data where Anderson scored a couple times in the shootout.
He's been doing this before ChatGPT.
And it's just like, here's what you get. Anderson's the shootout weapon. He's the shootout specialist. Holy shit.
That just grinds my gears so hard to watch that
shit. And everybody, you're like, who are the shootout? Ridiculous.
I want to lose, but I don't want to lose like that.
Exactly.
I'm sick of this shit.
It makes it not even worth it, dude. It makes it just like, I'd rather not tank. I'd rather finish in the fucking middle than have to watch that. I'd rather pick 16th overall than have to watch that. I'd rather lose out on Gavin McKenna than watch Rasmus Anderson in the shootout again. Fuck.
And I swear to God, you're like, he's probably gonna pick Anderson. He's probably
yeah.
And then as soon as they announce Anderson, you're just like, my blood starts boiling instantly. And then he goes out and fucking does that. It makes me want to smash
charity league shot playing curling. Holy cow, dude.
We talked about Huska on the pod on our last episode. We should probably have a little discussion on it before we wrap this thing up and go to the chat. That extension was premature, hey? What did I say? It's a little more premature than a 16-year-old on prom night.
Yeah, probably even more so.
Unbelievable.
Well, I don't know if they're going to keep making these chase videos with how things are going. They're kind of probably like having to.
It's kind of embarrassing at this point.
Yeah, right? But it was like they put out the episode.
The chase.
It
What are we
just
chasing?
starts.
What are we
McKenna.
chasing?
Those changed the title, the chase for McKenna. But it's like we're free falling. We're like 1-7 and whatever. And like the first scene is like him signing the new extension. It's like, oh,
The
yeah,
second scene is
big
him.
year coming up.
You guys check this out. You heard of this ChatGPT?
Hey, you guys. The most egregious part of that ChatGPT speech was the fact that he had just told the guys how much they suck and how much they can't score.
I watched that and I'm like, what coach tells that to his team? Basically says, yeah, you guys, I love you.
Basically,
we don't
said
have
it
a 60
outright,
goal.
explicitly.
And you could hear the silence in there. Everyone's like, what? We suck? We suck, coach?
I like how he's
basically, he said, I went and ChatGPT down wormholes. They were on it all night long. I put in all your career stats and combined, we're going to score less than what was 2 point something goals a game.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, if you're a coach, your goal is to get more out of these players. You don't just decide because you went on ChatGPT for a bender and all of a sudden you're making decisions and telling them they can't fucking produce anything more than they've ever have.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
He starts it out with, well, we don't have any 60 goal scorers in this room. Who does? What do you mean? Who's scoring 60? Like two guys? Two guys in the league can score 60, maybe three. But yeah, I don't have any 60 goal scorer. What do you mean? It's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we're not going to be scoring. There's nobody in this room with any talent.
We're going to score 2.31 goals a game.
Actually, your cadre, you're sitting there going like, what the fuck? You're Sharon Govich sitting there going like,
you're Coronado. Okay. You're like, oh, okay, coach, whatever you say. I guess I won't shoot for 30.
Yeah, you know what? I do suck. It's like, and then then the worst part was like, we don't score enough because you guys don't want it enough. The old, you're not trying hard enough trick, eh? The old Jeff Ward, you just gotta hate losing. You just gotta burn. It's just gotta burn you up inside just a little bit more. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? So it's no wonder we can't score.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What do you do with Huska at this point? Like, I just don't believe this is the guy that's going to develop these young guys to where we need them to be in 3 years.
I don't think he is either. And I think that's the concern is that, this is what's frustrating. Here's what's frustrating. When he was hired, the promise was, and I mean, this was amidst all the Daryl bullshit where everybody had like Daryl derangement syndrome. And
we spent a good time with us on our last episode. Yeah.
But the promise was, number one, the coach is going to come in and implement an offensive system, a system that allows offensive players to thrive and do their thing. Franchise worst scoring team. And I mean, they didn't score very much last year either. And the other thing was the youth infusion was the team's going to be infused with a lot of younger players. And we're going to let them kind of like develop. And it's not going to be a rebuild, but we're going to play a lot of young players. Okay, well, Zeri's playing 10 minutes a night. Coronado scratch at random sometime. I mean, other than Wolf, it doesn't seem like there's a really solid development plan for a lot of these guys. And, Kuznetsov looks good, but, you think of the next players who are coming in. Is he the guy who's going to be able to, mold Cole Reshny into what we're hoping he's going to be? Like, I think we're already having concerns.
ChatGPT said you scored 9 goals last year in the NHL, so I'm expecting 9 this year.
We're already seeing with Zane Parekh, there's some concerns on what they're doing with him, bouncing around in and out of the lineup. He doesn't. Connor Zary, obviously. Coronado, like I said, has been scratched. He was kind of dicked around a bit last year. So, there's definitely some signs here. So, yeah, I don't know if I don't think he's going to be the guy for the future. Hey, he's helping the tank, but at the same time, because what are we doing here? Because people get into this stupid fucking dichotomy of like, what are you so upset for? The team's losing. Like, well, I don't actually want the team to lose. I want the team to pick high, but I also don't want to like piss away all of our young players that we have here and have them go through development hell and see them win the Conn Smythe Trophy and 2 Stanley Cups on another team. I'd also prefer that, not how. Why does it have to be one or the other? So, yeah, I think they got to figure this out. I don't know what they've been doing with some of these younger players this year, and not even younger players. I think that's why it's even more alarming. It's like, what are you doing with any of these guys?
Well, like you said on the last episode, Connor Zary is 24. To put it in perspective,
he's not
Matthew Tkachuk left when he was 24.
Yeah, he's not a young player. Like, this is beyond, he's a young player. He's got a lot to learn. He's not. It's like he's 24 years old. Like, bro, like he should be playing. You should be playing the shit out of him. You should have already been playing the shit out of him. So, I don't know. Like imagine Cole Reschny's gonna we're gonna start him on the wing next. Like I don't want any of this fooling around with this new group of, because there is so many exciting young players in the pipeline right now. Are they gonna do weird shit with Cole Reschny? Be like, actually, you're gonna start on the wing, and we're gonna ease
in your first season. Yeah, we got to ease you in. Got to watch a game.
So we need somebody who knows what they're doing with these younger players. Yep. Like that's just an absolute, I think you've kind of seen it maybe in Anaheim a little bit. And obviously I haven't followed that team super closely, but the coaching change in Anaheim, and I know those players have naturally progressed and those are some unbelievable players, but the coaching change in Anaheim seems to have helped.
Well, you got a guy like Joel Quenneville in there. This guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, apparently I've heard from Ducks fans, Cronin was not particularly, even look at Zegras, like how he's popped off and he's rejuvenated in Philly. So, I think it is a concern.
All right, this next segment is a presentation of Calgary Health Foundation. We've all seen Lanny McDonald make some incredible comebacks on the ice, but his greatest one didn't happen in the arena after going into cardiac arrest in the Calgary airport. It was the incredible cardiac team at the Foothills Medical Center that saved his life. Now Lanny is using that second chance to give back, helping Calgary Health Foundation raise funds to upgrade our city's cardiac catheterization labs.
Ooh, medical terms.
These upgrades mean faster diagnoses, safer procedures, and more lives saved right here at home. You can see Lanny share his emotional story on Calgary Health Foundation's website. And until December 31st, your donation will be matched. Head to givehealth.ca to learn more.
I did have one little other thing to add to the Huska conversation. It would probably help him out if the organization wasn't with this stupid fucking mandate of like, oh, we got to win every single
day. We love this core. Play the core, Huska.
Like, I mean, I'm sure like he's probably trying. He's doing his job poorly.
I know, but then you watch him. Then you watch him in overtime and shootouts, and it's like, this guy is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
At the end of last season, I was like, okay, you gotta give him some credit. He rallied the troops all season long. They bought in.
Yeah,
they're 1 point away, and then even the stuff he said after the season, it's like he hasn't even fucking done any of that. No changes.
No changes at all. And he owes Dustin Wolf. He owes Wolfie quite a few dinners for that extension. So,
all right. The Road Ahead segment is brought to you by Platinum Mitsubishi, family owned and operated by lifelong Calgarians. At Platinum, lease and finance rate starts at 0%. Get ready for the winter with a brand new Outlander, Eclipse Cross, or RBR, or try out Canada's best-selling plug-in hybrid, the Outlander PHEV. Get into the best back cars in the country with a standard 10-year powertrain warranty at Platinum Mitsubishi, 2720 Barlow Trail Northeast. Let's take a look at the road ahead. All right, we got Chicago.
We got Buffalo. A little tank bowl action going on this week. Holy.
Buffalo won tonight, right?
Buffalo won, dude. Holy shit. They had an awesome comeback. I was a little worried because they were down, I think, 4-1. I was like, the Jets tonight, we might be able to pull out a win. But Buffalo came through Tage Thompson with a huge play in overtime. And they now have, 16 points in 18 games to our 13 and 20. Perfect.
Let's throw those standings up there, Yasmin.
Perfect.
To make this, to put this perspective, this upcoming week of hockey here. You got, right, there they are. Nashville. Dude, look at that.
That's insane, dude. This is crazy. This is what I never believed it could be this way. I never believed we could be this bad.
But that's not the updated, right? Because we're 5-12-3 now. We got 13 points.
Yeah, I just took that like literally right after the game. So
okay, so we got 13 points. Still 3
Nashville's got to get it together.
So that means we got a game in hand on Nashville with 13 points.
The Blues need to fuck off because they always screw with us. They took our
the Blues will pick it up. They're better than they've been playing.
Bennington will lock in. Buffalo is the concerning one for me because they're just a shit show. Hey, all these years, the Flames have been like, we don't want to be like Buffalo. We don't want to be like Buff. Here we are. Buffalo and you.
What was it since the lockout? We've won one. How many playoff rounds? What was that compared to Buffalo?
Oh, well, I don't know because there was the thing. I don't know if Dreger or LeBrun said it, but they were like just shooting the same old bullshit we've heard. Was Murray Edwards doesn't want to he's too scared of becoming like Buffalo. And it's like, bro, I think since the lockout, Buffalo hasn't made the playoffs in like 2,700 years, but they made back-to-back conference finals right after the lockout. So they've won 4 playoff rounds since the lockout. The Flames have, if you don't count the fake COVID bubble playoff, they've only won 2. So Buffalo has double the amount of playoff series wins as the Calgary Flames since the lockout. Since 1990, it's something like 12-5.
We are
Like,
Buffalo.
Buffalo's got 12 playoff wins, series wins to our 5. So it's not like you're not trying to be Buffalo. Teams are not trying to be trying to not be Calgary, bro. Your teams aren't looking and going like, oh man, we don't want to be like Buffalo. I'm sure they are, but they're also saying we don't want to be like Calgary either. So maybe lose the Buffalo comparison. I did want to point out Toronto.
Yes, Toronto was there.
Our old
pal.
Our old pal, Brad, the old house of cards. It's crazy. It's funny how the old house of cards is crumbling down around him, and there's
inherited a friggin' amazing 100 and whatever point they're putting
4 unbelievable players. There's nobody here to protect you anymore, Brad. The people in Toronto aren't buying your BS, Brad.
You better overpay for Anderson next, Brad.
Yep, keep going, Brad.
Get your old team back.
He picked up Stetcher on waivers today. He's starting. That's going to be his big move. Watch, Leafs fans. Watch. You're all expecting like, oh, Brad's going to be in on this. He's in on Rasmus Anderson. He's in on Nazem Kadri. He's in on all these guys. And like, your move is Troy Stetcher. That's your move. That's your big move. Enjoy. I like Troy Stetcher, but Brad.
So Flames head on the road for 2 games, back-to-back, Chicago on Tuesday and Buffalo on Wednesday. You're calling it the Tank Bowl Wednesday?
Oh, yeah, this is round 2 of the Tank Bowl. I mean,
we won the first round with a loss.
Huge win against St. Louis on the Tank Bowl. So I mean, a loss to Buffalo would be great because I think by every measuring stick, Buffalo is the right, because that's what we're close to. Like I was just saying, it's always, well, we don't want to be like Buffalo. Well, if you lose to Buffalo, what does that make you? So I think a loss to Buffalo. I'm sorry I'm taking too much glee in the tank, but this has been a long time coming.
And then you got the Stars back on home ice on Saturday. Is there a Sunday game in there?
I think they're playing Van on Sunday. It's kind of weird.
December. Yeah. No, they don't. No Van game.
No, they are playing Van on the 23rd, aren't they?
Let's see here. I gotta scroll down. Oh, yeah, you are correct. Yeah.
Who made this schedule? The Tank Master made that.
So they got Tank Master. We'll take it. Double back-to-back games this week. Chicago, Buffalo,
double back-to-back.
Dallas, a home and away.
I'm sorry, I'm still on this Brad thing. I just can't believe he just got that job still.
Yeah, you can.
He's like a serial killer that like gets away with it. You know what I mean? He's like that meme from Breaking Bad that's like he can't keep getting away with it. It's like he pinned all his crimes on someone else in Calgary and then went on a rampage in Toronto again. And now he's finally being seen. It's like it's like Dexter, when Dexter like gets discovered as like the murderer of everybody. And then like he pins it on somebody else. It's like Brad pins all his crimes.
Start pumping the chat. We got an anytime goal score to get to. Then we'll get to some super chats and we'll get to some combo. I got Sidney Crosby scoring a goal tomorrow.
Are they still playing in Europe or Sweden or Russia or Antarctica or Bangladesh or where the hell they are?
I put the game on last night. I'm like, what is this? What did it say?
Yeah, it's like a global something.
What's this global shit? Are they not playing? Where are they? I had no clue.
Had no idea. Great marketing, NHL. I have no idea. I still don't know. I saw like one thing that was like they were in. I saw Forsberg getting an ovation. I'm like,
Sundin.
Why?
Yeah, I saw Sundin on the screen.
Why are they getting? Oh, they're over there. Oh, okay. Had no idea. Gary Bettman, great marketer. Great way to market the game, dude.
We're getting to the super chats. R&B.
Ooh,
79. Uyghur has the worst plus minus in the NHL, minus 16. I did not know that.
Bro is having
He's having a tough season, eh?
He is having
I feel bad for Uyghur. He was so pumped. I watched the first chase video in the past week. He was so pumped to start the season. He's like talking playoffs. I already know they were like 2-9 to start the season. Poor guy.
He's like, I can't wait. I want to bring the playoffs to this play in this atmosphere in the
Some
playoffs.
of these young guys, they just have no clue how amazing it is.
2-9. Mackenzie. It's just like put your hand on his shoulder. It's okay. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy because, like, of all the veteran guys who are here, he really seems to be like, we call him the next captain, probably should be the captain. great ambassador for the city. Yeah, it's been a rough go. I don't know what's going on. Probably playing with 28 different defense partners every single night has something to do with it. If I had to take a stab at it, but yeah, he's having a rough time.
Earthworm Jake 64 says, so which is it? Zari is being mishandled or Zari isn't part of the future? Bummer if he isn't, because I once thought of him as a piece. And this is, I think the conversation piece for me on this is, wouldn't it be nice to know? Instead of finding out when that player is helping other teams win Stanley Cups?
Yeah, well, Sam Bennett, like he did what he did, right? Like, and we learned from that situation. No, you didn't. That's what pisses you off the most, is that you have precedents for these kinds of things. And I'm sure other teams do, and people say, well, I was in the past, man. Like, you're hung up on. It's not in the past. It's in our face when we watch the Stanley Cup final. And it's like, oh yeah, who's the guy out there fucking dominating, winning the MVP, winning the most valuable. Oh yeah, it's our highest draft pick in franchise history. What did we get for him? Oh, nothing. Oh, right.
What did we get for Bennett?
Well, like 2 seconds, something, Emil Heineman or something that we traded to Toffoli. He's actually been really good. We traded him to Montreal for Toffoli, but he's being mishandled. I don't think anybody's ever said he's going to have the impact that Sam Bennett has had on Florida. It's just that that's such a obvious reference point because, like I said, when you have to watch the Stanley Cup final year after year after year, and there's a player who we pissed away doing what he's doing, it's front and center. It's right in your face. So then you see them kind of doing it again. And, like Conroy was on with the guys. He was on with Pinder and Boomer in the summer. And they were talking about it because Sam Bennett had just won the Conn Smythe Trophy. And they're like, did you learn from those mistakes? Yeah, we learned from those mistakes. We should have played him at center. We should have played him higher in the lineup. We should have done that. And it's like, hey, you have a guy on your team right now who you're doing this exact same thing to, a skilled player who, again, I don't think anybody thinks is like some franchise player or anything, but could be, like you said, do you want to know? Could you know? Be nice to know. It'd be nice to know if he was a good player instead of learning it 3 years later when he's playing for another team. It would just be nice to know, I think. So they got to figure it out. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that he's been fucked around with as much as he has this year. Like, it's to the point. Sorry to keep making the Bennett comparison, but you remember how ridiculous it was in that COVID bubble season when Bennett had the good playoff. He was playing at center.
Good playoff.
Great playoff.
Fucking incredible.
Killing guys on Winnipeg. I know he's playing on a fourth line with Dubé and Lucic, but playing at center, you'd kind of been like, okay, well, maybe he's going to be a bottom six player, but he's playing at center. And if he can do that in the playoffs, let's go. They asked the coach in the offseason, where's Sam Bennett going to play? He's going to play at center. First game of the season, training camp, he's playing on the left wing on the fourth line. Like 5 games into the season, he's healthy scratch. Then he gets promoted to play on the top line for a game with Johnny Imani. Doesn't do anything because he's been dicked around, and it's like, you're back to the fourth line playing left wing, and that's literally what Florida did with the guy. Played him at center for like 2 weeks, which was longer than any stretch he had in Calgary, and he took off. So it's just like, come on, like figure the shit out. That's like, is it that fucking hard? No, it isn't that hard. Figure it out. Holy shit.
Carney says, free the kids. Soul of a Dead Machine, trade the vets for that. Free the kids. Where the hell is Hunter Brustevich?
Yeah,
seriously,
no kidding, eh?
Like, fuck. Gotta wait till he's 28 probably.
They gotta wait till he's that ripe old age of 24, 25, 26.
Richard's asking, is Sharky gonna get cut soon? What would you do with him?
I would do the exact opposite of what they're doing with him. And I'm not a Sharangovich guy. I didn't like the trade. I didn't like the extension. I don't think he's a particularly good player, but he does have a skill set that a lot of players on this team don't have. And it's not helping anybody having him similar with Zary. Look at how he has been dealt with this year. He's been dicked around. He's playing at center where he's shown anytime they try to play him center, it doesn't work. He's not a centerman. Stop trying that. Stop trying to make that happen, Ryan Huska. So he's playing at center. He's playing on the fourth line. He's playing on the top line with Kadri. He's scratched. He's in. He's out. He's up. He's down. He's here. This is not helping anybody. And, this is a player who, Yeah, whatever, you can eat it. It's a bad contract. It's probably going to be bad for the duration of the contract, but wouldn't it be nice to like maybe get him going a little bit? You could trade him at something. Now we're just going to stick him in the press box so Lomberg can play 8 minutes a night. Like, again, figure this shit out. Is it that hard? Is it this hard? Like, I don't think it's that hard to say, hey, you know what? This is a player we've invested a lot of money in. We've invested a lot of resources in. He's playing in the top 6, and he's getting fed a shit ton of power play minutes for the next 20 to 30 games. We are the worst team in the league. What could hurt? What could it hurt? You're going to go from 32nd to 31st? Like, come on. Especially when he can score goals, something you're doing at a historically low rate. It's just like, I don't think what they're doing, it makes like the exact opposite makes sense. They need to start operating under the Costanza principle. Every instinct Ryan Huska has, he should do the opposite. Like, it's just ridiculous. So.
All right. Fuber's asking today, I'm going AWOL. Mike and Jordan, who would you trade on this team as it stands? Do you think the Flames draft Joe Ginla?
Who wouldn't I trade? I'll give you a list of who I wouldn't trade. Dustin Wolf and Zane Parekh. That's it.
So for sure, you're looking at Coleman, Kadri, Anderson, obviously. What about Uyghur?
I don't know. He's a guy I'd like around, but
I think you keep Uyghur for now. But
keep Uyghur. I don't know. It feels like it might come to a point with Uyghur where he would be like, hey, like
maybe that's next season.
That might be a year or two down the road, but I don't know. You got to keep some of these players around. And
honestly, I would put Backlund on this trade list as well.
No, bro. We need Backlund.
If you had to pick 3, it would be Coleman, Kadri, and Anderson.
Well, Coleman and Kadri and Anderson are the obvious ones. I would extend that to a guy like Farabee too. You took a swing at him. He's kind of proving to be what he was in Philly, which is like, yeah, maybe he can slide in somewhere, but he makes a lot of money. Everything would be on the table as far as I'm concerned, and should be.
I don't want to shit on Backlund, but I agree. I don't think he's great leadership material. I mean, the guy is like, what did you say at the end of last season? The guy chose to stay in Calgary on a losing team rather than chase a cup somewhere. I think that's
like playing the new rink is his goal.
Yeah.
Like he could have gone to Colorado. And I mean, at least I appreciate the loyalty. And, maybe he saw what happened with a guy like Iggy or a guy like, in a lesser extent to Gio, because they just kicked poor Gio out the door. Just kicked him right out of the fucking back of the get the fuck out of here, you bum.
See ya.
Greatest defenseman in franchise history other than Al McInnes. Get out. But I mean, with Iggy, like he chased cups. It didn't work out at all. So, I mean, maybe it's hard to do. And if he values being here more than trying to do that, I understand that. But, like as the captain, right? It's like Uyghur should probably be the captain if we're being honest.
I'm just looking for some more talking points here. Got any more questions or comments? Throw them in there. We'll get them up.
There's some good freaking comments tonight. 30 million boatload of Lego. Hey, Lego's expensive from what I've heard. So,
it is.
He probably got the bag. And he's off in Lego land.
Did he take out a cash advance? And
he's probably got a clause in his contract that's like, I think he has a no movement clause. So we got to stop doing that. We really got to stop with that. This whole no move. I know Craig's maybe been a bit better, but I got to seal this up. Does he?
What was the latest thing on Coleman? It was somebody reporting that.
Yeah, bro. Like Sharon Govich does not need a no trade clause. I'm sorry.
They're just waiting for Coleman to ask for a trade. Why? He doesn't have a no movement clause. You don't have to wait for him to ask for anything.
No, you have to. What do you mean? That's the polite thing to do. I think he has like a modified no trade clause or something, but you have to wait. You have to wait until they request it. You got to sit there and go, okay. Oh, we don't want to disturb. We know we were in the dead last in league, but we wouldn't want to disturb. Don't want to disturb you guys. You know what? It was a bad idea. I'm sorry. Yep. That's Craig trying to trade guys. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have asked.
Mitch is giving the clap some love. I thought he had a good game tonight.
Oh, he's fucking great tonight.
Broadcast was talking him up a little bit. He's one of those guys where you're still not really quite sure what he is. If he's like a mid-6 guy or what. But man, some of these games he has, he just absolutely crushing guys. A maniac in front of the net. He's got pretty good hands for a big guy. What do you see the future of Klapka?
I don't know.
What's this guy's ceiling going to be?
It's kind of we always
or do
do
we
this
have to wait until he's traded to a cup contender to find out?
Yeah, that's right. And there's always kind of one guy who you're always kind of like, oh, could this guy be the next whatever? It's like, remember when Walker Dewar had that good year and everyone's like, oh man, he's like the next Zach Hyman, bro, like blah, blah, blah. Look, he's probably a bottom 6 NHLer who carve out like a niche role for a few years because he's got some skill and he's got a unique set of, he's got a unique skill set in that he's a unique set of attributes in that he's so big, and you can see on the game tying goal tonight, he makes a nice play on a screen that, only a 6'10" freak can make, standing in front of Hellebuck and he can't see anything. So yeah, I think he's carved out a nice little role for himself if he can continue to do that.
Why is the PP so bad? I mean, man, we've been talking about this PP for years. I think the number one reason is coaching. Obviously, number two is the skill set you have on there. Coaching and player selection.
Everything. Is it everything?
I mean, why isn't Zane on PP1? You finally have a guy that knows how to distribute the puck from the top. He can move from the half board to the center ice faster than any other D-man up there. He's got way more dimension, way more vision than anybody else, but we got to wait till PP2 to see him. So it's for me, it's coaching, it's systems. Like they're finally doing cross ice passes. We're not really seeing a lot of cross crease passes yet, but it looks like they're starting to open up the repertoire to try cross ice passes. But if you watch the best power plays in the league, they're just cross ice, and it opens up. The other thing too is you watch teams like Edmonton, Colorado. As soon as the D-man gets it and he moves it and then gets it back, it opens the box up a little bit and they're creeping in. They're creeping down. You watch the Flames, they creep back. When they move the puck around, they creep back. They like the perimeter.
Well, you watch like Florida, or I think Vegas this year is really, like their power play's been humming. And I mean, they have Eichel. They have a guy who's unbelievable at thinking about the power play, but there's a lot of like off puck movement and a lot of just the Flames don't utilize. They don't do anything. It's just literally like Costanza. It's like everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing. It's like you watch Vegas. And, like you can see what they're kind of trying to do. Like, remember in that game, they torched us on the power play. And it's like,
if you're watching backdoor.
Yeah. You're watching the game and you can see they're trying to get that bumper spot open. And the Flames coach, you can hear on the brothers backdoor, and then it goes bumper and in. But it's like, there's off puck movement to open shit up. There's rotations. But there's also quick puck movement. It's bang, bang, bang. It's one-touch passes. We know where this is going. Once the opening is there, we know where it's going. The Flames are just kind of like, oh, I better try a shot from the point. Oh, my favorite is on the broadcast when Anderson's on the power play and he'll fucking just fire it. It goes like 10 feet wide, almost kills somebody, and they'll be like, that's why they like him to shoot the puck. That's why they like him back there. He got that howitzer of a shot. It's like, yeah, it almost killed somebody. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. What's going on with anything? But this power play needs some work. Like the Huberdeau is like that. Like that's what I mean. Like the talent thing. I know they're not talented, but it's like Huberdeau has no talent left. He's got nothing left. He can't control he can't architect anything on a power play because why? Like it's. The talent argument isn't sufficient for me. The way they set up, the way they do things, the lack of motion.
Who coaches the PP? Do we know?
Would it be Cale McLean, special teams? I don't know. The penalty kill sucks too, but it's tough to watch.
All right. Wrap this thing up for us. Flames come into the night 5-12-2. They end the night 5-12-3. We're a quarter of the way into the season. We got 5 wins. Good for dead last in the league with a 4-point cushion. We got the Tank Bowl coming up. What do you need to see to round out to the rest of the month of November here? Like,
I think we need to be in dead last. When is U.S. Thanksgiving? When is that the marker all the boomer NHL executives use? When is that? That always seems to be November 27th. So yeah, end of the month. Yeah, I think the Flames need to be completely in control of last place for things to go in the way we want them to, for trades to
So-
start happening. So
Next week you got Vancouver, and then you got Tampa and Florida, and then you got the Canes, and that's
yeah,
right
that
around
could
American.
be.
That's right around American Thanksgiving. So as we roll into December, the fate might just be sealed. I think that's probably what we're hoping for.
Well, I mean, the fate's already sealed. What are we on pace for? Like fucking
No. According to it's just a fucking blip, bro.
just a blip.
The blip.
On pace
big
for like
deal.
10 wins so far. So yeah.
Okay, everybody. Well, that'll
tanking, keep on. What's the song? What is that song? I don't know the song. Just keep on tanking.
just keep on taking. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you guys on the next one.